Okay. Vita. I'm gonna show y'all boys where I'm from, man.
Hold up. It's the big boss hog. Bounce down K-Po through the door. Hit the top to the bottom. Forget about soliloquy. Remember, tough times don't last. Good people do. I know if yourself. Caught him in the fight line. Maybe you matter. Peak game metaphors on Will Swain. I don't know why y'all boys be trying to mess with the boss man, bro. I don't be doing nothing but just making content. And y'all want to cry. Well, you keep making videos about Terrence Crawford. I told y'all last time, the only reason why these content keep coming, pause, is because you keep talking. The more you talk, the more content I'm going to bring to you. I'm not a dude that run from no smoke. That's what it is. And I ain't no gangster talk. I ain't no tough talk. It's grown man talk. I don't run from no smoke. So when you sit here and you say stuff on the internet, I'm not no dude that's finna type a paragraph for you. I don't do all that talking. You know what I'm talking about? I'm just gonna drop a vid on you. You know what I'm talking about? Addressing everything. Now, this video gonna be about Terrence Crawford. Because you already know the Bud Buddies are the most egregious fan base and delusional fan base I've ever seen in the sport of boxing. Okay? For starters, had a Bud Buddy tell me, oh, you hate Terrence Crawford. How do I hate Terrence Crawford when I talk about the good attributes that he has? I've always talked about the good attributes that he has. I always talked about how good of a fighter he is and how I respect him as a man. You know what I mean? From what I see, he's a good dad, all that stuff, right? I never disrespected Terrence Crawford. I never said he was gay. I never said he sucked. I never said none of that. You ain't never heard Boss say that. You never will hear me say that because I respect the sport and I respect the fighters. I keep it strictly boxing, right? So y'all just upset with Boss that I ain't sack chasing no fighters. I ain't finna be sitting there sack chasing no type of fighters. I don't do that stuff. You know what I'm talking about? That's just not what Boss do. Boss love the sport of boxing. I ain't finna sack chase no fighters. So you can keep getting on your knees, pause, and preparing yourself to do what you do when it comes to Terrence Crawford, but Boss ain't on that type of time. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. Now, Dark Kent, my brother. The only reason I'm saying my brother is because he black, I'm black. I'm assuming you black. I don't know if you black. Dark Kent, let me know if you black. But he responded to my video, my last video, where I talked about the weight classes, right? And I talked about in the last video how I feel like if Terrence Crawford gonna fight Canelo, he should not fight for the belts, right? Because he ain't did nothing in that weight class. He ain't did nothing, you know what I'm saying? He ain't did a thing to fight for those belts. I was like, if you just want to fight Canelo, Canelo needs to drop them belts so Terrence Crawford can fight Canelo and they can fight for money, right? I never said I didn't want the fight, okay? I said I don't like the fight, right? There's a difference. I didn't sit there and say I didn't want the fight. I didn't confirm whether I wanted it or didn't want it. Pause. That was crazy. All I said is I don't like it because it does not have basically an end-all be-all to the story plot when it comes to these fights. When you make fights happen, there's a reason why these fights are happening. Errol Spence versus Terrence Crawford, the reason why that fight happened is because they both wanted to be undisputed, right? There was an end-all be-all to that equation, right? Okay, when you have a guy moving up from another weight class, moving into another weight class, he's coming into that weight class to take it over, right? Okay, or it's an in-demand fight, like everybody asking for it. Everybody's not asking for Terrence Crawford to fight Canelo. Okay? Everybody don't want to see that fight. You know what I mean? Manny Pacquiao Mayweather was an in-demand fight. Conor McGregor Floyd Mayweather was an in-demand fight. Bivol Arthur Beterbiev is a demand fight. You see what I'm saying? Canelo versus David Benavidez is an in-demand fight. Those are fights that fans want to see. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is not asking to see Terrence Crawford versus Canelo. We keeping it 1,000. You know what I'm saying? This whole fight started when Shakur Stevenson mentioned it. And then Terrence Crawford ran with it after that. You get what I mean? And then Terence Crawford put it in the atmosphere, oh, when it was error, everybody was applauding the fight. No, people weren't applauding that fight. And I got a comment I want to address that's talking about that I wanted that. We're gonna talk about that in a minute. But that's not an end-all be-all when it comes to this particular fight. That's what I'm saying in retrospect to this fight. I'm saying Terence Crawford go to 68 to fight for the belts. What does that do for that weight division? Nothing. What does that do for boxing? Nothing. Because Terence Crawford, what he's going to do is he's going to retire. If he fights Canelo Alvarez, he beats him, right? He gets those belts, he's going to retire. He's not going to go fight David Benavidez, right? It's not like he's going to be like, you know what? I'm the champion now. Canelo, you didn't fight David Benavidez, so I'm going to fight him, and I'm going to put the belts on the line. He ain't going to do that. He going to get the belts, hold on to them, and then be retired. That's what he going to do. So that, for me, it's not a fight warranted for him to fight for the belts, okay? No, if he want to get paid, I want Terence Crawford to get paid. If he want to get paid, tell Canelo drop the belts, and he can fight Canelo, and he can make as much money as he wants. You know what I'm talking about? But for him to fight for the belts, in my opinion, I feel like it's a disrespect to the other fighters in the weight class who put in that work. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. The little young fighters who coming up, who trying to be a champion. Canelo is tying up a division right now. You know what I'm saying? He holding on to belts. He not even fighting the people he's supposed to be fighting. You feel what I'm saying? So this is another spit in the guy's face at his weight class. That's what I'm saying. Okay? From a retrospect from Canelo doing what he doing. Okay? And then you got Terence Crawford who finna come in here, and if he beats Canelo, then he gonna get the belts, and he's not gonna fight the guys that he need to fight either. So you got two guys who gonna do the same thing. That's what I'm saying. It don't benefit boxing. It don't benefit this weight class. I'ma stand on that. Now, Dark Kent sat there and said that, hey, Floyd moved up, you know, to fight De La Hoya. He did move up to fight De La Hoya. But what did Floyd Mayweather do after he fought De La Hoya? He beat De La Hoya. He took over boxing. He was fighting dudes at that weight class and at 147. He was going back and forth, right? What did Pacquiao do when he jumped up? He was fighting dudes at 147 and 154. That's the difference. They continue to fight, right? Terence Crawford is not going to continue a damn thing. The boy going to move up if he beats Canelo, because he has a chance. He beats Canelo on points. He gets those belts. He going to hold on to him, keep him hostage for a while, and then he ain't going to fight nobody. Then he going to retire. That's exactly what he's going to do. So yet again, my point is proven. Neither one of y'all can disprove my point. How is this fight going to benefit boxing? How does it benefit boxing? How does it benefit the 168-pound weight class? How does this resolve that issue? Don't worry, I'll wait. I'll be waiting. Y'all got all the answers. The Bud Buddies got all the answers. So I want y'all to tell me, boss, how does Terence Crawford fighting Canelo Alvarez benefit boxing? How does Terence Crawford beating Canelo Alvarez and getting the belts, how does that help the 168-pound division? When he gonna retire? He already been hinting that I'm going to retire. He's not going to keep fighting. He ain't going to sit there and be like, you know what, dog? I'm feeling good. I'm going to keep fighting. He ain't going to do that. Terence Crawford want to get paid. That's why he's trying to fight Canelo. He want to fight Canelo so he can get paid. That's just what it is. He want moolah. He want bread. He want them greenbacks. He want that chicken. You know what I'm talking about? That's what he want. And it looks like he gonna get it. I ain't got no problem with him getting paid. I don't. All I'm saying is that I disagree with him fighting for the belts. That's what I'm saying. Okay? You can't sit here and tell me, oh man, this is, everybody wants to see this fight. Everybody don't want to see this fight. Everybody don't. I could call like maybe 5, 10 people right now. I could pull up like 5, 10, 20 comments right now and show you people like, this fight don't make sense. It don't make sense. David Benavidez versus Canelo makes sense. That makes sense. Canelo versus Bivol Alberto Bivol makes sense. Terence Crawford versus Murtazaev, Terence Crawford versus Fundora, Terence Crawford versus anybody at 54 makes sense. Terence Crawford versus Canelo doesn't make any sense. I'm not saying this because I don't want Terence Crawford to get paid. None of that. I'm saying this because of the fact of how it does not benefit boxing. You can't sit here and tell me that, oh, this fight is good for boxing because of this. What is it good for? When Terence Crawford, after this fight, he hanging it up. It's not like he gonna, like I said this earlier in the video, it's not like he gonna fight Canelo, beat him, get the belts, and be like, you know what? I'm gonna fight David Benavidez since Canelo didn't do it. I'm gonna fight David Morrell because Canelo didn't do it. I'm gonna go fight Jermall Charlo since Canelo didn't do it. I'm gonna go fight Demetrius Andrade because Canelo didn't do it. Then if he did that, I'll be like, if he was going to do that, I'll be like, yeah. But he's not gonna do that. He gonna fight Canelo, win or lose, retire. That's what he gonna do. The man been fighting once a year since 2018, bro. I'm telling you this. He got his mindset on retirement. He want to go play golf. That's what he want to go do. So don't come on Boss Channel talking about some, oh, this person moved up, this person moved up, that person moved up, and that's just part of boxing. You are correct. But when it pertains to Terence Crawford, that don't apply to him. He not moving up because he trying to be great. He moving up because he trying to retire. Okay? Y'all can sit here and try to pee on people like R. Kelly and tell them it's rain. Pause. But Boss ain't blind. Boss ain't falling for that, bro. You know what I'm saying? I keep telling y'all. Y'all be forgetting who you dealing with, bro. This is why I got in the sport of boxing. Well, not in the sport of, I got on boxing YouTube. I got tired of these narratives. You see the narratives get pushed. You know what I'm saying? You see it get pushed. When Terence Crawford beat Errol Spence, it was, you know, it was like, dang, he beat Errol. Okay, he can go to 154. Then Shakur put in the atmosphere, oh, he could beat Canelo. Everybody started running with it. All the bubbas. Yeah, Canelo. Then Terence Crawford, I want to fight Canelo. Then the more they talked about it, the more people got behind it. They talked it up. So now it's a possibility. I'm happy for him. He gonna get a career high payday, and he should have been getting paid a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep it 1,000. But at the same time, reality of the matter is, he wasn't getting paid. Right? He got opportunity to have a life-altering, life-changing payday. So I hope he do get his money. But all I'm saying at the end of the day is, you can't sit here and tell Boss that Crawford wants to move up because he want to be great. That's not why he moving up. You have an opportunity to be great at your weight class. Nobody, I don't think, in boxing history has been 3-time undisputed on the male side. You could have been great from that aspect. So I'm not trying to hear that, oh, he's daring to be great. He could be great by becoming 3-time undisputed at 154. You know what I'm saying? And be the second black man to do that. Jermall Charlo did that first. He could have did it the second time. Boom. So I'm not trying to hear that stuff, bro. Y'all better come with better arguments. Boss gonna continue to stay on your head. Pause like a fitted cap. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Boss gone.